What's going on, people, and welcome back to the channel. Going to do a quick match reaction to the game that has just ended. Aberdeen 0, Celtic 2 in the Scottish Premiership. Celtic making it 2 wins from 2 in their first 2 games in the league, with a 2-0 victory at Pittordrie against the Dons, avenging the cup final defeat to Aberdeen a couple back in May. So yeah, it was a really comfortable victory in the end for Celtic. I think it took us a while to get going. I don't think we started the game particularly well. For Aberdeen started better, but Aberdeen didn't really have the quality in the final third to trouble us, really. I thought Benjamin Nygren played very well. I thought he was man of the match. I thought he was excellent. Very, very good performance from Nygren. I'll get on to him in a second. But yeah, Celtic, in the end, it was a comfortable afternoon for them. Didn't create as many chances as I wanted us to, but, you know, that's down to lack of quality again. But I'm not going to get into that today. You know, there's no point going on about the board and the transfers. Not when you've won a game. It's just completely pointless. But Celtic got the win. We started the game. I didn't think we started the game particularly well. For Aberdeen started better. Celtic had a little bit of possession. You know, Aberdeen as well had a lot of the ball. But I just thought Aberdeen were more tenacious. I thought they won the ball, won a lot of the battles in the middle. I did think that we started the game particularly well. But Celtic, you know, did come into it, you know, passing the ball around. You know, Maeda was a bit quiet today. He hasn't got going yet. You know, I don't understand why that is the case. Pardon me. Adam Maeda was poor again. I've had enough of Adam Maeda now. He's not good enough, personally. I just don't think he should start, to be honest. He wasn't good today. He really was poor. But Celtic, you know, got the goal. It was Benjamin Nygren. It was a really good goal. Kieran Tierney, great assist. Does really well. You know, beats the Aberdeen players far too easily. Goes past him too easily. Gets away from him. Plays it in. Benjamin Nygren. Really good finish. Passed Meatoff into the corner. 1-0 to Celtic. Nygren was unlucky last week against St Mirren, but today he got on the score sheet. I thought he was the best player. Don't get me wrong, he committed some fouls and things like that, but I thought he was good. You know, really good performance from Benjamin Nygren. Done more in the game than Arnie Engels has done at Celtic since he's been at the club. So, you know, you can't really hold it against Nygren. You know, he scored. It's a really good goal from Celtic, to be honest. And that was how the first half ended. You know, Aberdeen didn't really offer much, to be honest. Second half, Maeda had a chance. Meatoff with a brilliant save. It really was a brilliant save from Meatoff. Really good ball in. And Dyson Maeda gets across his man. Hits it perfectly. And Meatoff tipped it over. Really good save from the goalkeeper. Celtic got the second goal. And this was just brilliant from Rio Hatate. You know, Hatate wasn't his best today, but he scored a really, really good goal to settle the game for Celtic, to be honest. Nygren got the ball. You know, Nygren played it into Hatate. Hatate then shifted it towards goal, outside of the box. Hit it first time, off the underside of the bar, into the corner, past Meatoff. Meatoff had absolutely no chance. It was 2-0 to Celtic. Yamada came on. Thought he'd done okay. Looked promising. Didn't really get much of the ball, but, you know, he done more than what Adam Maeda did in the whole game. You know, that sums up Ida, to be honest. Not a good player at all. You know, I don't think he's good enough for Celtic. You know, I will say a waste of money, to be honest. A complete waster, in my opinion. Ida doesn't want to be at Celtic, so we should just sell him. You know, he's not good enough. But yeah, Celtic got the second goal, as I said, from Rio Hatate. Excellent goal, really was. You know, McGregor got booked. Hatate got booked for professional fouls. Liam Scales went to left back. Again, Scales got booked. Again, Scales today, so many decisions that he made with defensively I didn't agree with, you know, and that's why I don't think he should be starting, you know, pulling players back, you know, diving in when he's not supposed to. You know, he got a yellow card, rightfully so, for diving in on Sokler. You know, it was a really bad tackle from Liam Scales. Celtic, you know, nearly conceded right towards the end of Aberdeen. Jimmy Talene, you know, he threw on you know, Shaden Morris, and he changed it with Sokler going up top as well. You know, it went 4-4-2. But it didn't really cause Celtic any problems. But Aberdeen did have half a chance. The ball got played through. You know, Alistair Johnson, who I thought had a decent game today, defended really well down the right-hand side. Lets the ball run. You know, a bit of a miscommunication between him and Kasper Schmeichel. Aberdeen got in. and it was a save. That was the only real chance Aberdeen had in the game, to be honest. But Celtic saw it out, a comfortable 2-0 win at Pittordrie. We got quite a good record there. We always seem to beat Aberdeen up at Pittordrie. It was way better than the cup final today. It still wasn't a great performance. You can see where Celtic need the players. You can see that Celtic are not at their best at the moment. You can see that. But, Celtic, 2 wins from 2. And next up for us is a game against Falkirk in the League Cup on Friday night. It'd be an interesting game. Friday night game at Celtic Park under the lights. I don't know how that's going to go. Brendan, will he change the squad? Will he bring in like Shin Yamada for either I would? Or Johnny Kenny? Because Adam Idah doesn't deserve to be starting, to be honest. I thought he was really poor today, as I said before. Really was a poor performance from Adam Idah. Just offered absolutely nothing. He's had enough chances now. He shouldn't be starting. I'll play Shin Yamada or Johnny Kenny from the start, see how it goes. But we need players in. Will we get players in this week? I highly doubt it, because the club is sitting on its backside doing nothing like they always do. I don't agree with it at all. But yeah, Celtic got the win. We're 4 points clear of Rangers already after Rangers dropped points against Dundee yesterday in their first home game of the season. A game which I think Dundee should have won, to be honest. I thought Rangers were extremely lucky to get a result against Dundee. Dundee defended their box really well, and Rangers got a penalty right towards the end, like they always do. It's really annoying that happened, because I don't think Rangers deserved to win the game. Their fans are going ballistic at Russell Martin. Some fans want him gone already. So from that aspect, we're not playing at our best. They're not playing at their best either, but we're still in front of them. That is a positive. That is a worry, though, because the board might think, okay, so we won't invest because Rangers are not a threat this season so far, but we still need to get players in for the Champions League, and we need to compete better in those Rangers games, because Rangers beat us twice last year, and they deserve to as well. We were extremely poor in most of those games last year. So, yeah, Celtic got the win. Benjamin Nygren, man of the match. James Forrest played most of the game. I don't know what that says about Yang. Yang never even got on. I think Rodgers is fed up with Yang, to be honest. He knows he's not good enough. But, James Forrest tried his best today. I don't think he played great, but, we had no other option at the moment. He done more than what Yang done in the game last week against St Mirren. So, yeah, Celtic got the win. Benjamin Nygren, man of the match. Thought he played really well. Move on to the next game against Falkirk. And, yeah, thanks for watching this video. Take care. I'll do a reaction to the Falkirk game next week. Any more transfer news or any sign-ins, I'll let you guys know as well. But thanks for watching this video. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.